Oh. Hello, this is Notaspringchick, and today we're going to make, are you ready for this one? Comfort food, otherwise known as a grilled cheese sandwich. And I know, you probably think, well, that's kind of ridiculous. Well, we kind of thought it was kind of crazy too, but, you know, we've seen Wolfgang prepare for the Governor's Ball for the Academy Awards, macaroni and cheese. Now, as you can guess, it's not just any macaroni and cheese. Like, this is not going to be just any old grilled cheese sandwich. In fact, here in Southern California, there is a grilled cheese truck. So, what we're going to do is make a grilled cheese sandwich, but not just like any old grilled cheese sandwich. So, the first thing, I guess I should get a knife. Now, typically when you work with bread, you would use a bread knife, but I'm going to use this because just like you're making, I guess I should have put this down first, you know. Well,
I know, we're making a decadent sandwiches, folks.
Okay, so remember when they do that tea, you know, like a British tea, and they give you the, what do you want to call it? What are those little sandwiches that they give you?
Little finger sandwiches.
Yeah, and they cut off all the edges. Don't ask me why. Actually, is there a good reason why they do that?
Because they're snobs.
Why? But the crust is where all the good stuff is, supposedly.
Yeah, that's where the good stuff is.
So, see, part of it is, if I cut it with this, I'll probably get a kind of rough edge, right?
If she could, well, it depends on how sharp the thing is.
Yeah, on this, I'll probably get
But this is good, expensive bread, folks.
Yeah, this, what we're using right here, it's 100%, this is Sara Lee's Hearty and Delicious 100% multi-grain. So part of it is, if you're trying to make things a little bit more unusual, yes, you can still make grilled cheese sandwich with what?
With ordinary white bread.
Ordinary white bread and cheddar cheese.
And cheap and pasteurized cheese, Velveeta.
Yep, and Velveeta cheese. But if you want to make it special, what you do is you up the ingredients.
That's right. You go use one of the finest cheddar cheeses you can get.
Some of the finest white bread. In fact, there is white bread that is, you know, like there's potato bread.
Oh yeah.
There's other white breads that are kind of like fancy gourmet breads. I guess if we really wanted to fancy this one up, then we would, let's see, what would we do?
We'd go use the most expensive bread that we can get. One that's been baked.
Like an artisan bread?
Yeah, and they cut it into slices at the bakery for us. So
I know you're probably wondering, it's like, couldn't you have done that beforehand? Yeah, I could have, but then you couldn't.
But then you couldn't see her cutting it.
You couldn't hear me explain all of this stuff about how you can make your grilled cheese sandwiches different. So what we have, besides your sharp cheddar cheese, we've got sliced Swiss, Havarti, as well as blue cheese, and bacon bits.
And the other cheese. The other cheese.
Oh, and blue cheese.
And blue cheese.
So a lot of this depends, like, what you have in your refrigerator.
Yeah.
Or if you want to really go out and gourmet it, then you go out and buy some special stuff.
Well, actually, we went out and bought because we're decadent today.
Because
this is not from the refrigerator today.
Part of it is, when I thought about it, I'm like, oh gosh. It's like grilled cheese sandwiches. It's like, this is my excuse to buy all those cheeses that I really like to eat.
Yeah. Okay, we're looking at sandwiches that are probably about $5 a piece.
No, less than that.
Yeah, by the time you figure all the effort and everything's got to go in.
There's a few other cheeses that I was looking at. Was like an Asiago cheese or a Parmesan cheese.
We could have spent more.
Yeah, but I think you're going to get the picture. So, now part of it is that grilled cheese sandwich truck. Well, since I don't work out of a standard office, I've never been there when they come by. But there's, you know, here's the crazy part. They have the grilled cheese sandwich truck. They've got the ice cream truck. They've got all these specialty trucks that come around LA. And they do Twitter feeds. So you know where the truck is getting ready to your office. Now, if you worked in downtown LA, could you imagine all the fun you would have?
Yeah. Oh, and for people's information, the salt is over in the corner for a simple reason, because eventually that much salt will be worth as much as cocaine will under this president.
Well, you know, that's one of the things that's happening is with what the FDA is doing as far as regulating, save your salt.
That's right.
Buy extra salt.
Buy salt. Hide your salt like it was your your nest egg, because salt will be worth its weight in gold very shortly.
Especially if you love gourmet stuff.
She's opening the whole thing up.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Not because I was going to take it back. Now she split the bag, so
Oh.
I didn't want to take it back with me anyway.
Oh, well, I'm sure.
I know that one you might have to use the well, that did it. So.
Well, that did it. So part of it is not only can we not just do one flavor, we're going to do. Let's see, what do you do with cheddar? You want Havarti or sliced Swiss?
What you do is you put one of each.
Ooh. We'll put.
Because this is decadent, folks. Remember, very shortly, we're not going to be able to do anything decadent. Okay. I mean, Notaspringchick, when she's bikinis, will have to wear smaller bikinis because there won't be enough material allowed for bikinis, which that's not going to hurt anybody.
Well, and part of it is, I don't know if you've noticed when you've been going to the stores that, oh, you haven't been going to the stores? Except when necessary, is that the shelves are not as well stocked, they're not as tall, there's not as much selection, and there's not as much inventory.
Yeah, you're getting less with,
Yeah, that's one thing, that's for certain. Let's see.
Because we just came from a tale of two stores. One store was a small store and very well stocked with racks above our heads. The other store, huge aisles, and virtually no stock in the store.
So this one is purely decadent because this one has all 4 cheeses.
Yeah.
This is literally a 4-cheese sandwich.
Yes.
Now I will make no guarantees as to what this is going to do to other parts of your body.
Yeah, and it's not even over because we got something else to add to it.
Ooh!
Remember the bacon bits?
Oh, that's right. You have to do this. Now, unfortunately, Monty Bubbles has shared this with us because
Monty let us have bacon bits.
These are her bacon bits that we use to flavor her food.
Yeah, but see, we can bribe Monty though.
She's pretty bribable.
She has her own homemade doggy treats. So.
She's a little spoiled dog.
Yeah.
Now, who would do something like make homemade dog treats for the dog?
I know, that's right. Then we're going to make some clarified butter in a second.
Okay. Actually, can we put it right in there?
No.
Oh, we can't put it in the same one?
No, we make it get the smallest little saucepan we got.
So we've got the smallest little one.
Yeah, and then you take a tablespoonful of the butter out and put it in. And we make clarified butter. Why are we doing clarified butter? Well, because it's decadent, folks. Other people would just take a thing and just brush it on. And we got to get the one that works. So.
And if you can get spreadable butter, or this one right here, we're using Fleischmann's original.
Or you could use Pam on the thing and we do the same deal.
You could use Pam, but it's like, this is Fleischmann's original, now made with sea salt. So it's 60% whipped vegetable oil spread.
Well,
you're not using butter. It's supposed to be a little bit.
But see, remember that soon will no longer be allowed. So.
Oh yeah, because it's got the sea salt in it.
Yeah, they're going to take the salt out of everything in order to teach us a lesson, which is why I have my tomato juice over in the corner that has salt in it.
Oh yeah, you could get low sodium and stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, when we were out earlier today, of course we go to the healthy stores, right? Trader Joe's and Fresh and Easy. And there's a lot of organic food and healthy food and things like that. And they give you tastings and...
Yeah. There's no salt in anything we ate today. No salt in anything.
Organic means that there's no salt in it.
God, it was horrible tasting. Just let it melt and boil.
Okay, so now on this pan...
I said you could, but you don't.
No, on the pan.
You don't have to.
We don't?
No, that's what the butter on the thing is for.
Oh, it'll do that? I was thinking we'd still want to spray this stuff.
No,
okay.
the butter is what will do it.
Oh, okay. So we're making this one a little bit different. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and get this.
You can spray it as a Pam if you want. That will make certain it won't burn anything.
Okay.
So I'll go turn this off for a second.
So as you can see, we went ahead and clarified the butter to make it more decadent. And we're using this to go ahead and put this over here. Now this happens to be a salt platter. It's great for presentation.
Oh, that will be illegal as hell too.
Oh, yes, this is really a salt block.
That's right. Boy,
this is
are we
Himalayan
really?
Salt. It's antibacterial.
I gotta watch because if the president and his people find out that we've got a salt platter also.
Ooh. Or you can serve them on tiles. Like I've got a tile right here, which always look really kind of nice and gourmet when you do things like that. But we're just going to go ahead and put the butter on here. Or actually, the faux butter.
Yeah.
Can I just pour the stuff on?
No. Now you just turn it, now you just...
I don't think it's like wet
No,
enough.
don't, just put it on. You don't have to get it wet.
Oh, okay.
Just put it on, turn it upside down, put it on
So now
now.
we're going to do this. Okay,
Just put it, I know, she tried to make things
see
more
how
different.
often I make grilled cheese sandwiches in actuality?
And then she
And
did
I
dump
pour
her cheese
I
on
pour
the...
the cheese all over it.
Yeah, see, now that's all you do is just brush it across, that's it. It's just, so we're doing corn on the cob a little while too, so any extra butter will get used, so that's all. You don't have to really get carried away. But if you're doing butter, you just put butter on it and just stick it on.
Okay, now here's a hint. On the crumbled blue cheese,
Yeah.
or crumbled cheese,
Put
I
it
think
straight
you need to be a
down.
little bit careful. Yeah, why didn't I flip it? Don't ask me.
Okay, now you
This is
gotta,
one of those things where you don't want to flip it.
yeah,
Oh, I know why I flipped it, because I put the butter on it.
yeah. Yeah, we didn't have to flip it until, just set it down on top. She tried to complicate everything. I know she...
Okay, I know what. We're going to try this a different way. We're going to just put this in there.
Just set it down on top.
Or just set it in here. There's no butter on that side.
Well, just set it, okay, just flip it. Just take it, okay, you know another way of doing it? Well, I'm going to show you another way of doing it.
I was just going to set
But
the
basically
whole
just
sandwich
hold
in
it
there.
with the block and then set it down like that, because then it has to be straight. Don't do that.
See, as you can see, there's the comedy portion.
I know, now no, there is called the splash and burn portion. All you got to do is just great blaze this stuff. Well, she does not know how to make grilled cheese sandwiches, folks.
Did I tell you I made them before?
Yeah. We did this one other time, which was also a choke. They just
Okay,
sit
now
there
I want
and,
to squish them.
yeah, you got to squish them, because she's going to have fun turning them too this weight.
Why?
Well, because, you know, she got to worry about dropping the stuff over. Just squish them down.
There's
Yeah,
something about grilled cheese sandwich, you always want to squish them.
that's what you do. Just squish them down.
Okay.
And you just flip her and see.
Yes!
That's right. See, that one's perfect.
Oh, I forgot to squish it first. Oh well. I'm going to screw up the grill marks on this one.
I know.
And no, I didn't line up the grill marks, although I suppose I could have.
See, that one's a better one. She got better after the first one. First one, the camera can zoom in. It's a little bit dark, but it's all right. So and then if you want to make the grill marks go the opposite direction, you hash mark it by just turning it sideways.
Like that.
Yeah. Of course, you turn it over when you do it.
Oh. Is that like comments from the peanut gallery?
Well, no, she's just...
See, here's the fun part, because I always like to experiment and play, and to me, is there a proper way to do this?
No.
The point is to have fun with
There
it.
isn't any proper way. That's the whole trick. Okay, I was told a long time ago, any way you do it is right as long as it comes out right. As long as somebody will eat it.
So we use a salt platter here. Now we'll show it to you on the tile. I think this will be just fine like this.
Did it all melt?
Yeah. And if you want them to look like little hors d'oeuvres, then you can chop them smaller.
Yeah, the finger thing, just like you know, you
cut
fry cut
and
them.
quarter them.
Yeah, so there you go. That's
Okay. Now to the next ones.
that's decadent. So,
Oh, is that a great grilled cheese sandwich?
well, no, it's a grilled cheese sandwich, folks.
I know.
Look at
Okay,
that.
not just your ordinary one, but you know, you might as well have fun with it. Because no matter what you have in the fridge, you can put garnishes on them, we put bacon bits. Oh, and these things right here, you can save them and use them for croutons.
Yeah, or you can use it for stuffing.
Or you can use them for dipping after you melt the cheese.
Yeah.
So these don't have to go to waste.
I go and feed them to the birds outside.
Yeah. Or you could
I
just
put
get
them in
raw
something and
sandwiches.
Monty will eat them all.
Okay, the next ones.